Hello, welcome back once again. This is Vincent, your instructor. We are on the principles of graphic designing. Everything or every institution or any area of activity or of work has got what principles, okay? Be it a job, be it marriage, be it a church, they all have principles, okay? These principles are more like a collection of laws on how things must go or how things work in that particular area of work or activity, okay? Principles, they work as a guide also, okay? They work as a guide on how things must go in any given area or institution, okay? So in this graphic designing lessons or graphic designing field, we also have what? Principles, okay? So these principles must be our guide in our graphic design field, okay? So without much of wasting our time, let us just begin by uh, explaining these principles in graphic designing field and how they work and how they can help us and guide us to become better graphic designers. Without these principles, remember, as we've said before, that you cannot be a good designer because you'll be doing things without order, without guidance, okay? Everything that needs to be perfect needs to be in order and guided, okay? So as you can see here on our canvas, there on top there it's written principles of the graphic designing, and then in the laid shape you can read it's written layout laws, okay? uh, in our principles of designing, we are on layout rules, okay? We are looking at the layout laws. What are these principles called? Layout laws. Okay, so layout laws, these are principles that guides you on where to place things or how to arrange things, okay, in your graphic canvas, okay? So as you can see here on the canvas, things are arranged, okay, in an orderly manner, as you can see, okay? From principles of the graphic designing, we've got layout laws, and then on the bottom here you can see some laid shapes and some uh, typings or words, okay? So what you're seeing or what you're looking at here in let me just lock these layers so that we don't distort things here. Let's lock them. All right, having locked them, no any disturbance will be made on these uh, elements that are here. So what you can see, what you are seeing here in the white shape here, you can see some laid shapes here and typography here or text here, okay, written as graphic designer principles, okay? Down here it's a graphic designer. So what you are seeing here is a layout, okay? This is a layout principle, okay? You are wondering why the texts are on this side and why these shapes are here, okay? So let me just explain about this. As I've said that a layout, it's where you are guided on how to arrange your objects, your element, okay, on your canvas. You don't just put things anyhow, disorderly, okay? There's a way things must stand, okay, and then be presented on the canvas. So there are almost 5 layout laws, okay? There are almost 5 layout laws, and we are going to look at these things, okay? So now, having said that, the first one, the first layout law which you are seeing here, it's where uh, elements are balanced side by side, okay? What do I mean by that? Here is the thing. So these things, what you are seeing here, the laid shapes, these ones, sorry, I didn't say this before. What I've just put here is just a representation of layout laws, okay? It's just a representation. In the real world, we'll look about that on how this looks like in the real world, okay? So these shapes, they stand for either images, okay, or objects, or image image elements, okay. These are representatives of images, be it can be any object, for as long as it's not a typography, okay. For as long as it's not a typography, these red shapes represents that. So here in this first layout law, uh, any object or the major objects are placed, or they are arranged on the light side, okay, be it the image of a person or anything that represents an object. They are arranged on the light side, okay. For so long as they are not typography, it's not a text, they are arranged here on the light side, while the text, any uh, major text, okay, they are placed or arranged on the left side, okay. Anything that has to do with typography, mainly they are arranged on the left side, as you can see the way they are arranged, okay. So this is what we call the layout law number one, okay. Layout law number one: all elements of an object or image, they are arranged on the light side, and anything that has to do with typography, they are mainly arranged on the left, okay. So now let us look at the second layout law. Let me just unlock these layers, and okay, so you can see that some changes have been made, okay. You can see the changes. The light shapes were on the light side, and now they are on the left, whereas the texts were on the left and now they are on the light side. What is this? So this is the second layout law, okay. This second layout law, it's whereby anything that has to do with images, objects, elements of all sort, they are arranged on the left side. They are balanced on the left side, okay. This is all about balancing as well, okay. So they are arranged on the light side, whilst anything that has to do with text, typography in short, they are arranged where? On the light side. On the left side, this is a second layout law, where images, objects are arranged on the left side, while typography or text, anything that has to do with text, they are arranged on the light side. Okay, this is the second layout loop. Okay, once again you can see the changes that have been made. You can see that the shapes are on top, okay, and the texts are on the bottom. So what is this one? So this one is the third layout loop. Okay, so this third layout loop, this is where all images or objects are arranged on the top, okay, on top, okay, and whilst the text, anything that has to do with typography or text, they are arranged on the bottom or downward here, okay, as you can see them arranged. Okay, any image, especially the images that are placing much emphasis, okay, everything that is placing so much emphasis, these are the orders that are arranged in, okay, according to the layout rules. Okay, so the major uh, elements or the major typography, they are arranged in this order in this layout rule. Okay, so if the major images that has to do with more emphasis in this third layout rule, they are placed on top. Okay, and then all the major texts that are emphasizing much, they are placed on the bottom. Okay, so this is the third layout rule, where images, objects are arranged on top, okay, and where text or typography is arranged on the bottom. Okay, this is the third layout rule. Okay, so here you can see that the shapes, the red shapes have gone on the bottom, okay, or they've gone down. They've been placed here, okay, whereas the texts are above here. So what is this layout loop? This is a fourth layout loop, okay. In this fourth layout loop, this is where the shapes or images, they are arranged on the bottom, and text, anything that has to do with typography, arranged on top, okay, or above all the images, okay, like this. Any image, any object is placed or arranged on the bottom, and the typography, text, they are arranged on top. This is the fourth layout loop. I hope all this is clear. If you are not clear, you can still be going back to the video, replay the video, repeat the video, and make sure so that you understand these principles. They are very much important, okay? Principles are very much important, okay? So, so the last layout loop, the fifth one, the last one, this is more of a complicated one, okay? It's more of a complicated one. You can see what has happened. It's like all the elements are everywhere in the white shape, okay? This white shape is representing a what? A canvas, okay? It's a canvas where you will be doing your designing, where you will be putting all your designing, okay? So as you can see, the text, they are not above, neither are they all on the bottom. Not even the shapes, the red shapes are above or on the left or on the right or on the bottom, but they seem to be almost like scattered. The other one, the others are on the middle, the others seem to be on the corners, in the corners, as well as the same as the text, okay? Some text seems to be on top, some text, they seem to be scattered. Okay, so this layout rule, this is where you can arrange or balance your elements, either images or typography or text, uh, not following the previous layout rules. It's where you arrange them almost like on all the canvas. Okay, you just display them, no matter where you put them. They are not following the orders, the left or right or upper or lower arrangements. Okay, this is where you just arrange your elements, your text, uh, anywhere. Okay, it's like this is a scattered layout rule. Okay, but you still maintain the order. Okay, you can put your images anywhere, you can put your text anywhere, for so long as they look balanced whilst being displayed or scattered all over the canvas. Okay, this is the fifth law. Okay, so in the next video we shall look how these layout laws look like uh, in the real world or in reality of designing. Okay, hope you followed these principles and hope you are clear on the layout laws from layout law number 1 to layout law number 5. Hope you are clear on this. If you are clear on this, then it means you understand when we begin looking at the real world designing layout laws. Okay, so thank you for watching. Watch out for the next video on the layout laws in reality.